They'll start this series with an option left. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. May will throw to get us started here. They'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. Second down. Operating from the gun. Here's May. It is caught left side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
To the air on first down, May. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
To the air yet again, May. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions have made this third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Again, it's May. He has the first over the middle, and they are all the way into that red zone.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
It's crazy, crazy.
Here's May again. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Yes, sir. Hey, what's up?
This is Henderson on second down. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hey, what's up? Five. Crazy.
May not have throw on third. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Five men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Lamar throwing again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. They've got a screen to the running back. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him on the slant. Down to the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens break the tie here in the 1st. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 3. Making some progress here. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Now here goes throw.
Going play action, May. It's complete, Kyle Williams. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Hey, what's that? Crazy.
From the gun, it's May. Taking a deep shot here. They connect on the deep shot. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of ups.
And he's off the mark. No good. Some troubles for the rookie early here as he misses on the extra point. Well, any contact on an extra point is going to draw that flag, and it's going to let them try the point after again. They'll get another chance to knock the extra point through. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
It's on. Ready. It's on.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 10. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens bring the tie here in the 1st. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 3rd for the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. His return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
Crazy.
May now from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like. about that amazing play.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw for May. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Crazy! Crazy! 5. Crazy!
Second and 10. Here's May. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. A 28-yard pickup there. And the Patriots will have a first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 21-14, our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. All right, time to get this second quarter going. The Patriots set up inside the red zone.
Hey, what's up?
Henderson here from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6.
Crazy! Hey, what's up?
Here's May to the air. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
What's up? 5. Hey, what's up?
Throw here, third down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal.
Hey, here goes throw. Hey, what's up?
Running it after the penalty. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal.
Crazy. Here goes throw.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's Henry on the option. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Puts some air under it deep down the left. This is brought in at the 50. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 4th receiving score of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. To return this, Marcus Jones. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a New England first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Crazy! I hear the front.
Throwing is May. Throw caught at the 6. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
There has been a constant for tight ends through the decades, from Kellen Winslow to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. When you are big and you've got length and use your body against those defenders, even double coverage can't stop you.
That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Kyle Williams, the intended receiver. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Running back sent in motion left. Made a throw it. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last two passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's third and goal. Again, it's May. Now, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. So now on fourth down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Borregales connects. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up first and 10. The drive begins with Henry, and they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
This is Henry on second. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Milton Williams making the stop. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Third and long for him here. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. To throw, here's May. Catches May down the right sideline. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Giving him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Patriots will have a first down. Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. First down, May. Completed to his running back. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Going play action, May. On the move, past the 40. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
To the air on first down, May. Taking a chance to the end zone. And this is going to be a New England touchdown. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
There's a good chance he wouldn't. Even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot, and it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Corey Gallus on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10.
What? Oh.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Taking a shot deep here. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Patriots take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Quick slant, that's Williams. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. From the gun, it's May. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
He put everything he's got behind it. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots will add to their lead at the end of the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. One last play before the break.
180! 180!
Looking to throw. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And he will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. May now from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
May on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Henry. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down from the 42. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Running back sent in motion. Here's May on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
May trying again here on 2nd. Chased out to his right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots take a 3-possession lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Tonight.
Lamar off to play fake. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Caught at the 20-yard line. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. And this one is launched downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots make it a 16-point ball game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Yep. Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Hey, report!
Play fake, Jackson. And this is lofted deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Off the play action. May. Connects on the crosser. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. And it's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
Crazy.
1st down throw for May. It's everything he has under this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's May. Short pass brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Here's May again, taking a shot towards the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots make it a 16-point ball game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about...
Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked. The free up the middle. It's a breakaway. 40 to the 30. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2 points.
Let's call those, Kate, some growing pains for this rookie kicker. All these kickers making the jump from college to the NFL, well, they got to adjust to a much longer kick. And you know what else they've got to adjust to? The speed and the athleticism of those defenders to block that kick. Let's call this a hard lesson learned.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Lamar now from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it at the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. From the gun, a run for Henry. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
From the gun, Jackson. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
DC, ready? DC. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Going deep here for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. That's Carlton Davis.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus on those defenders. Well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
Crazy. I hear go front. Ready, what's that? Five.
From the gun, it's May. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Crazy, sir, what's that?
Throwing play action, May. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Off to the races, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Corey Gallis tacks on the extra point. And the Patriots stretch their lead to 21. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. On first down, Jackson buys time, rolling right. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's ready.
I just wanna rock. Body of the Damn.